Good evening, everyone. This is Angela Darrow, and I just want to talk about how Black History Female Empowerment. Okay, so Black History Female Empowerment, Angela Darrow, LTA RMA, my credentials, and I want to talk about Black History Female Empowerment. Okay, so anyways, I have so we have like top-notch information I just got in from famous female empowerment heroes of the world, leaders. And I just want to start off by saying we have the three branches. Okay, we have three branches. We have the executive branch, we have the legislative branch, and we have the judicial branch. Okay, so the judicial branch, we have such leaders as okay. See, I wanna this is like part two of What About the First Lady, and so I'm going to erase I'm going to leave there. I want to talk about how. Okay, so the executive branch carry out laws. The president, the vice president, the cabinet, and most federal agencies are part of the executive branch. So, like, I think mostly we will be under the for now, the executive branch. So I'm going to go. Okay, so I'm going to go with the executive branch, Condoleezza Rice. Condoleezza Rice. Okay, so we don't know provost at Stanford, which is actually a very powerful position, and we know that she was first Secretary of Secretary of State. Okay, so then she actually was national security advisor to George Bush. So then the national security advisor is actually give the advisement, give the advice to the president of what should be taken care of. And actually, because of something, she was so knowledgeable about something, she actually was President Estrada. President Estrada is the female president. It's not quite like Colombia or Kalamani. It's actually more into office, into the exec office. So actually, she would be like the most powerful African female of color politician today. And actually, she always will be Secretary of State in honor of I can't really say. She doesn't want me to say. But anyways, we have that, and we do have her. Which she did have, and she don't want me to say. I'm just gonna write it. I can't pronounce it. So, anyways, okay. So, Juris Doctor. And she practiced law at Fort Bull prior to becoming the National Security Advisor. Okay, so that's going to be the most, in my opinion, most powerful. And I'm going to go with the second most powerful. And this will be also in the executive branch as well. And so actually, she just finished her law degree. And I think it's Okay, so anyways, she have the name well, on the she had the name as pronounced Halleberry, and she just finished her Juris Doctor. Okay, so she just finished her Juris Doctor. With Pittsburgh Law. Okay, so anyways, she actually is Calipha. Okay, you look at Calipha. You can look at Calipha with a C. It actually says a fictional queen of California. But actually, if you spell it with a K, it actually means leader, successor, or ruler. Okay, so the actually says Calipha could be First Lady, our house, or the House of Burgle, which I want to get into a little later, and it could be several positions of African Americans, females in the White House. Actually, okay. So yes, and actually, she can actually be President Estrada as well. Okay, so anyways, so we have those two, and we're going to go on to former Director of Operations. Okay, so former Director of Operations will be under. Okay, so it's actually involved with the executive branch of U.S., but it's more other by foreign. Okay, so it's called the Director of Operations. Director of Operations. Okay, so this she goes by the name of Zoe Saldana, and actually she has actually was the first female of color to be Director of Operations, and I believe the country territory will be under Tanzania, Rus, short for Russia. Okay, anyway, so having said that, so yes, and she did have, she did work as a criminal defense attorney. Okay, anyways, we do have, next up we have...
Our next guest is Omarosa Manigault Newman. Thank you so much for joining us, and for the benefit of the public, I have known Omarosa for years.
And this would be under, so by
10 years,
the executive branch.
It brings me great joy to have you on the show. Welcome to Legal
Should be the third
Connections.
most powerful color.
So I want you to tell us today about your law school journey. You have just completed your first year, right?
My first year, yes.
So she just
tell us about it, and how did you decide? When did you decide you
White House chief.
Tell us about it.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on. It's always so exciting to have a
communication director,
brilliant legal minds such as you.
which is kind of like the chief of staff, but
I made the decision during the pandemic. This was
on relations.
pandemic pivots.
But it's actually very powerful. She got to go to Brazil, France, and New Zealand,
doing so much advocacy work
and
outside of the legal space.
All that stuff. And she's,
a logical extension
like I just said, she's have much to go in law school.
I'm so sorry if it's loud here, but yes, I am at the courthouse. I am a domestic violence advocate. I work with the Hubbard House, and I am trained to go into these environments and the situation prior to their hearings and after their hearings, providing them the support, care, and guidance through a very difficult process at a very difficult time.
Well, from personal experience, I would like to share that you have met my daughters, and
I am a domestic.
Tell us about it, and how did you...
So in housing, this would be under Calibracy law. Okay, so I said before, I'm a PLS I'm not quite finished with my research degree, but I'm actually start up and finish that like as soon as possible. So, anyways, so I got I finished my medical license. So, anyway, so I have going to go back and get the research degree, finish it. 'Cause I love research. So, anyways, okay, so I'm going to talk more about upside to the first lady. Okay, so the first lady will be more. It's still in the executive branch. So so the executive branch of the first lady. Upside would be, okay, so District of Washington. District of Washington, Columbia. Okay, District of Washington, Columbia. So then we have, okay, sometimes, not all the time, Lady Justice, which is short for Columbia. And he goes, it's following the Great Seal to Christopher Columbus. And Omnibus, Latin for justice for all, and was organized in its present form. So District Columbia, or Miss Columbia, is the female national personification of the United States. Not Goddess of Liberty, but it's Goddess of Liberty actually is another deal, but this is actually more into Columbia goes more into operations, like director of operations, more like logics and communications of the budget officers and details of the adjunctions, and it goes into a lot of politics involved, and actually it can even cross tumble into with the CIA, FBI, WEI, OPI, KOI, KAI, FIP, FIT, LIT. It's a lot of agencies that Lady Justice can kind of fuse into, which is actually, I think, this is really a great thread, and it's a great thing to. And you can't really be Lady Justice; you have to like have it in your lineage. Okay, so having said that, so I want to go back into the Black history of First Lady. Now, the first African American, into, not to my knowledge, but into I can't say, but actually, yeah, I was related to the first president lady of color. So yes. So actually, we know that Michelle Obama was actually the first of today's knowledge, first African colored, and she has JD, and from Harvard we know that, and I think some cum laude actually is very interesting and very neat to have. It's like I think it's cum laude, which is like an honor roll, like have good grades and like ABs and I think 1C, whatever. Okay, anyway, so that would be like how the First Lady can actually adjunct with agencies as well. Kind of limited, not as much as Columbia, but kind of like more like how she can help out, and just kind of just 7 State to retain to law. Okay, so that's B. And then I want to go into okay. So anyways, okay. So next, in my opinion, be powerful musicians of Black History this month. Viola Davis, actually, Triple Crown winner of the Tony Academy Award, Emmy, and the Grammy. So anyway, she's actually vocally trained as well as a dramatic soprano, or coloratura soprano, and she's like kind of like okay, so she's like right underneath the First Lady. Okay, so anyways, if anyone saw the First Lady TV series, Viola Davis portrays Michelle Obama, and actually in the film you see that how it actually had given some little clue points of some subliminal messages of how what the First Lady, and also types okay, actually the Michelle Pfeiffer First Lady actually is more pagan historic, and I think Viola Davis First Lady was more modern. So and that I think hers is more Michelle Pfeiffer First Lady was more patronized white female, and Viola Davis First Lady was more modern, and did what eternal justice. So anyway, so eternal justice, I told you something that how Miss Califia can also perform. So it's actually more like how. So the House of Borga are Miss Borga, Viola Davis, Masters, and Jewish doctor from Yale University. Okay, so anyways, so that, and then I'm going to go back into okay, so we have the First Lady, and we have the House of Borga, which is also a lady, and then we have I do want to get into the Countess. The Countess is actually okay. So I just found this. I kind of just got this information out about the Countess. The Countess is like the under the probably beside the House of Borga. The Countess would be. Okay, I want to write this off the board. Ugh. So the Countess is operated under the First Lady of the United States, and it actually is okay, so she's actually, if you didn't know that, I found that very interesting how I want to do a red marker because it was kind of limited how restricted how Chadwick Boseman actually he actually is an attorney. How he when he signed petition arrest responder, he has surrendered his power, his crown power to the President of the United States. Then Barack Obama. So it was like how he was just not even anymore. And I also said the story, my other video, the story of Storm, how people think the Green Thief or the Green Knight, how he was forced to become Secretary Solicitor. Actually, Obama is actually right now Secretary Solicitor. it's like when they sign a Respradon to it waives the power. I guess from there to the president. So, anyways, and I'm meeting with several of these leaders from different countries, and how they sign up their attorney power to the president. Okay, so now Obama's secretary solicitor, and okay. So anyways, going back to the Countess, you see like the Queen, how she sits on the. Like it says it's more. If you really pay attention to it, it's actually very interesting. And I did some videos that you see like on the picture, the attorneys. Most of them waived their attorney degrees or their power to the president of the United States. Now Trump. So actually, he has more of a say and more freedom and liberty. Actually, he actually was. Very, very powerful, Chadwick Boseman. And, and actually, thank you, I can't even say, but anyways, yeah, so she's like, the Countess is like just the queen, of some, more like, in designations, probably, calls, and I do want to get in. I still want to talk about what else did I want to get into. So I saw I don't know if I mentioned that the burqa lady actually is responsible for as a guarantee for kind of like a provost of death, kind of as a representative for. Okay, so. This is just my opinion about the eternal, and the attorney. Okay, so the attorney, some lawyer of such, kind of just finished law school, and law graduate, whatever, and how they work together and do things together. I do want to talk about how set beside of Condoleezza Rice, I said the most powerful woman of color, in my opinion, in the United States and in the world. So she sits beside Condoleezza Rice, Angelina Jolie. Okay, so Angelina Jolie is a coloratura soprano. So she's a coloratura soprano. So we all know what that means. Okay, so she's a Dane leader. Okay, so soprano, you have to have sopranos. In my opinion, you have to stay connected close to God and be very spiritual. And you have to hear certain notes. To me, I have to only keep my chin up and look at the notes in the sky. So anyway, having said that, she actually serves as the advocate for the international humanitarian law, human rights, and the rule of law. She always worked for feminist empowerment to prevent conflict. So that's what and she just did she just finished a book called I can't remember the book. She portrays an operatic singer, which is very difficult to nail, and that was a very, very, very deserving nomination. So, anyways, she's a coloratura soprano, and like I said, you have to be ordained leader and very spiritual to be a soprano. Are you just mulatto? Okay, so anyways, having said that, I'm gonna go and I was talking about so okay, so I did I want to go into Black History Trailblazer leader Regina King. Okay, so anyways.
A Golden Globe and 4 Emmy Awards to her credit, Regina King has definitely solidified her place as one of Hollywood's biggest stars. We recently caught up with King to discuss her latest starring role as Shirley Chisholm, a story she says has been nearly 15 years in the making.
I'm paving the road for a lot of other people looking like me to get elected.
Brooklyn's first black representative.
All you got is your one vote.
You sound just like every other politician.
Do I look like every other politician?
Regina King is both the star and producer of the latest Netflix.
Okay, so Regina King is actually a graduate from Vermont Law, a Bachelor's of Law. She served as the Wiccan president, Wiccan Reed president. Okay, that's Nova's degree 54. Beyonce's degree is 53. Okay, anyway, so congratulations to Beyonce for winning Album of the Year. Very tough for African American female of color to win the Album of the Year, and I believe she is actually the second of to win Album of the Year, under Lauryn Hill. Actually, I think she would her own writing ability and her own vocals. So, and then there would be how, actually in Watchmen, and she did a book called Shirley, and she portrayed Shirley Chisholm. Actually, was one of the first to run for president, and it was two sides of Shirley's. She actually was trying to be elected into Congress, and U.S. Congress, and actually the other one was trying to run for president. So, anyways, they look exactly the same. And it's you have to really do your research on this stuff because it's really, really, you can get thrown off guard. So anyways, Regina King, Bachelor's of Law, Wiccan Reed president, Nova's degree 54. Okay, so I don't need to say I don't need to write Beyonce's information down. I just told you. If you look at my other channel, I did something about I think she's Lady Star. Lady Star degree 53. Chapter degree. Okay, so anyways, like I said, I'm not sure if she's as good as, and I'm not as in Natura, which is a astonishing week, I have to say. Okay, so anyways, gosh. Heavenly Father. Okay, anyways, so yes, I think I covered the most, and this video is pretty long, what I wanted to say, for that I had to say. And we know, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite friends, that's my heart, really personally, my favorite parks, and Kim Kardashian, congratulations to Kim Kardashian for her law school completion and law school test completion pass. And okay, so anyways, Phaedra now is Kim Kardashian actually is an attorney now, acquired attorney. It's just as good. We're trying to get it to where you can practice in every state. So anyways, so how Phaedra will be. She's just such a good hero, and she's very helpful and very free friendly, and you also you don't want to cross up with attorney. Okay, so then again, my credentials. I want to get into some videos about okay. The President Estrada today, right now, African American President Estrada, that's actually, I can't say her name, but I can write her name. Mitzberg Law Attorney. Okay, so I want to go do the fun part. And this is when the First Lady mounds. Lady Justice. This is the First Lady when she wanes. This is when the First Lady is in love and is with Eileen. These stars, it's not quite these stars. The Wonder Woman, kind of like Native history. The stars of the Wonder Woman.